All right, we got a short one this week.
Back again.
What I've been thinking about lately is forgiveness. Not to be too broad.
Oh,
so
surprise.
yeah. So I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit.
You got me.
Yeah.
I don't like this one. Let's go for it.
So tell me what you think about this. So my dad is dying from ALS right now. Probably dying. I mean, you don't recover from that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've been spending. All I can do is spend time with him and try to ameliorate his suffering just by being with him. He just likes having me around.
Of course.
And one thing I do is like I sit there, I draw pictures, I do my push-ups, because I'm trying to make my work for him as simple as my own physical routine. So for me right now is push-ups. Every 10 push-ups, I get a little X on my sticky notepad, and then by the end of the week, I have 2,000. And with my dad, I want something as simple as that, because I'm not educated in the care of somebody. I'm not a nurse. I don't know about ALS, but I want to be able to help my dad, and I want something simple I can do to just check off a box. So for me, that became checking off hours I spent with him. So I'll wake up in the morning, brush my teeth and whatever, and then go hang out with him. And then I can start a little extra every hour. Anyway.
Yeah, but look how many hours that is at the end of the week, at the end of the month.
And it's something. But you know what? I was thinking the battle between us is basically over. Like, he doesn't have any power over me in a relationship.
I remember one of your first podcasts, right? It was about power and how the dynamic changed.
Really?
It was one of your first.
I've definitely written about it.
No, one of your first podcasts, one of the first interviews. You were talking about how the dynamic has changed from the father and the son, and now the son technically has the power.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the one I did with Matt?
I believe so.
Yeah. That's very true. But another thing I was thinking is, like, is my forgiveness complete? Like, I did mushrooms a few times, and that was very useful. And one thing that helped me to realize is that I don't want to have any unforgiveness in my heart when I die.
Yeah.
And for my dad, one of the best things I can do, aside from like filling him up with as much love as possible before he goes, is that there's no debts left on his account. And at least for me, I want it to just be completely erased.
You're not holding anything.
Yeah, to the point where where the question isn't, how do I forgive him? The question is, what sins? What to forgive? Like,
Gotcha.
so thorough, there's not even a record of something to forgive. Like, I want my heart to be that free of any ire and debt towards him.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of times in death, right? You always I wish I could have told them this. I wish that the last time I saw that person, we weren't angry or resenting something. So that's huge that you get that time.
Yeah.
That's huge. I mean, you have to be so grateful. I'm sure you'll look back, let's say 10, 20 years from now, you'll look back at this and say, wow.
Yeah.
You know?
My dad's dad died of a heart attack in front of him when he was a little kid. And I'm blessed to be able to have a slow death, to be able to give him love and forgive everything. Not everyone gets that.
Exactly.
And I guess that's all the time we have now.
That's it.
Thanks, man.